Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's fourth and final video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's final video, day 10 will take us to the 14th of May, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the CFS Ensembles, maybe on track of weeks. We'll have a look at the CFS V2 at the end. What's wrong with my eye? At the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. So that will get us into the end of May, really, end of the month. So I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just say that first. A video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've also released a weekend forecast and the EC42 day for the UK and Ireland. Check out all of today's videos and content. Like, share, and subscribe on all of those bits. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. We need to put around 60 subscribers to get ourselves to 18.2k. So, if you could give us a sub, tell your friends and family to subscribe, it'd be absolutely incredible. And thank you so much, everyone, for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. And thank you so much, Richard, for our Star Wars gift. It's Star Wars Day, everyone. So, yeah, may the 4th be with you from GavsWeatherVids. Wow, 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 I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Rich, for our May the 4th. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rich. So sorry, everyone. Right, okay, happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Right, let's move on then. Have a look at central temperature. CT is currently sitting at 12.3. That's 1.2 degrees. I did say 1.3. 1.2 degrees above 61 to 99 average. That is provisional to yesterday, to the 3rd of May there. So put your teeth in, Gav, put your teeth in. No, a warm start to May. That's going to probably rise even more over the coming days. This, ouch, is the reason why these CFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Leeds. And check this out, we are a little bit above average with the upper air temperature at the moment. And they can say above average over the rest of the first week into the second week of May. In fact, it looks like things will become even warmer as we go through the second week of May. So not all that far. Some of those ensemble members from 10 degrees at 815 HPA, and generally above average through the extended range as well, although you do see a little bit of a cooling trend there into the second half of May. Precipitation-wise, a little bit into showery. So sorry, but a little bit showery over the next few days, but a drier slot is opening up, a drier window, if you like, is opening up through the second week of May. There we go, that week just there, looking relatively dry, possibly turning more unsettled into second half of May, but of course that is a very, very long way off. Temperature anomalies from the 4th to 12th of May, a little bit above average, relatively mild week to come. Most parts of Europe looking quite cool though, and you'll notice Russia looking really quite cold. So there is cool air around, but we are going to be a little bit above average in the weekend. And precipitation anomalies from the 4th to 12th of May are overall drier than normal. So warm and dry, or mild and dry, warmish and dry for the next week. Ladies and gentlemen, from NoSchool.net knows that we've still got low pressure close to the coast. There's low pressure down towards Biscay. There's low pressure up here and through there. And we're actually sitting under what we call a calm, really, at the moment, which means we're neither under high pressure or low pressure, really. But it won't be until around Tuesday, Wednesday, but high pressure finally starts to make its move. Okay, well, let's start going through chart data then. Let's have a latest UK Met Euro run. It's looking for midnight on Tuesday. Still in shallow trough sitting around country, but notice this ridge is starting to build out in the west, and that ridge takes over as we move through the middle part of the week, turning things drier and also warmer into the last stages of the week. That's time to get to the UK Met Euro run. Still under high pressure, but possibly showing signs of a little bit of weakening by next Saturday with low pressure in the Atlantic. That might help to change something more unsettled by the end of next weekend. We'll have to wait and see. Icon, again, showing a ridge beginning to get going out to our west through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, strengthened to ridge over the country, getting an area of high pressure sitting there across the country second half of next week. By next weekend, again, similar to the UK Met, just weakening that ridge a little bit with lower pressure starting to come in from off the Atlantic, might suggest a change, something more unsettled as we get to the end of next weekend. GFS Midnight Run, again, has that shallow trough sitting around country on Tuesday. That's replaced by a ridge of high pressure as it goes through Wednesday to Thursday. In fact, that turns into an area of high pressure Thursday to Friday, 1,025 to 1,030 millibars. That area of high pressure continues to sit over the country into next weekend as well. So no sign of the high pressure breaking down, through next weekend. And high pressure is still in control, actually, to the start of the following week. That is Monday, the 13th of May. Eventually, after day 10, high pressure pulls out into the Atlantic. But that is at least a week of anticyclonic weather there, probably more than that, that we see from GFS Midnight Run. Eventually, of course, there's got to be a change, isn't there, to GFS, so it turns cooler and showery by the time we get to the 16th of May. Long way out now, 300 hours. But we're seeing winds going back into the north. That's a cooler wind direction and showery as well. But still, even then, with quite a bit of influence from higher pressure. So to be honest, the GFS Midnight Run really going to town with the high pressure today. What about GFS 6 there, though? Let's see how that looks in comparison. Once more, we've got the ridge beginning to build out to west midnight on Tuesday. By Wednesday, got a 1,030 millibar area of high pressure over top of the country. High pressure then dominates through the second half of next week, bringing lots of dry and fine weather into next weekend as well. The high pressure vest goes on. A little bit of a northeasterly wind, so it won't be a heat wave. We possibly pull some cooler and rather cloudier air into the far eastern portion of the country. But that said, I think we do look at quite a bit of dry and relatively warm weather through into next weekend as well. The high pressure fest goes on up to day 10 as well, but it is being squeezed by low pressure down to Spain, Portugal and in the North Atlantic. So eventually we start to see this low pressure trying to push up from the south. That could bring some very wet weather into southern parts of the country. And then we end up with this rather bizarre looking sort of flabby ridge just sitting across much of Western Europe. Not sure about that one. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Make sure you share one for doing that. Want to drop a comment, let's know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much everyone for doing that. Thank you so much everyone. Okay, GM. Once again, showing a trough being replaced by a ridge through Tuesday to Wednesday. And high pressure dominates Thursday and Friday as well, bringing lots of dry, fine, and hopefully quite warm weather as well into next weekend. High pressure sitting to our east, low pressure out to west. That begins to draw wind up from the south. So the GM probably turns quite warm actually through the course of next weekend. Could back start getting the temperature back up to up in mid-20s Celsius. By midnight Monday, though, 13th of May, low pressure coming in from the Atlantic might threaten a thundery breakdown, and that's how we look at day 10 with a trough through the country. Low pressure out to west, high pressure is to the east, so that could be starting to turn rather more unsettled there. And then the ECM looks like that. So again, all much of a muchness Tuesday to Wednesday as the trough is replaced by the ridge, and high pressure then is in control in the second half of next week, bringing mostly dry and relatively pleasant conditions too. Into next weekend, the high pressure standing its ground against the low pressure out in the Atlantic. By around day 9, low pressure then starting to begin to move in, and look what happens by day 10. We're back under low pressure, so eventually we do turn unsettled. But even the ECM has a good 5-6 days or so of mostly dry and fine conditions. This is a precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from ToMetShow.com. Quite a bit of dry weather to come actually over the course of the next couple of days. A little bit unexpected, but by bank holiday Monday we are looking at more widespread downpours. So not too much away of rain today and tomorrow, but Monday is the more unsettled of the days, I think. And then we go on through next week with high pressure taking over. The trend is to drier weather away from northern Scotland anyway. There could be some further rain at times. We finally, though, start to see a breakdown. Just a bit of a fungy breakdown there. That's the 13th of May. I think it's Monday the 13th, suggests a bit of a fungy breakdown there. And then we're into more unsettled and wetter weather coming in from off the Atlantic. These are the options on the table within the ECM Ensemble today for day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office. Gets us to the 14th of May. 23 members of the ECM Ensemble, including the control and the operation run, take the high pressure away to the north and bring the low pressure in from off the Atlantic. So that turns more unsettled, certainly showery. And yes, that's more in way of low pressure. Then we've got 17 with high pressure sort of slipping down to France, low pressure out to northwest Scotland. That's turning things more unsettled, especially to the north and west. Then we've got 11 looking very unsettled with quite deep low pressure across the north and west of Europe. Northwest of Europe. That is the most unsettled option. It's a minority option, but you have to say the other options are going towards lower pressure as well. Just these 11 are going more over the top with it, maybe. And then in 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Gets us to the 19th of May. 17 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure in the Atlantic and bring lots of unsettled weather in with it. 15 with low pressure again just to the west of the country. Again, that looks pretty unsettled and showery. We've got 13 with low pressure right over top of the country. And finally, a minority option, very much a minority option, 6 with high pressure sitting over and to the east of the country. That would bring quite a bit of dry and warm weather with it, but most of the options there look like they're turning things unsettled at day 10, keeping things unsettled for day 14. Finally, with CFS V2, these are 500 millibar height and on bring down into week periods. The first week period take us to the 4th to 10th of May. Meaning next week we'll have a ridge through western parts of Europe with low pressure out in the Atlantic. Should be quite a lot of dry weather with that. And then week 2 strengthens that high pressure. It's the 11th to the 17th of May. High pressure is over and to the east of the country, mostly dry. And you will think warm or even very warm with that one. Week 3 will be the 18th to the 24th of May. High pressure will begin to retreat a little bit away to the east. Low pressure down to the southwest. That might start turning slightly more unsettled, although not desperately so. And then week 4 is the 25th to the 31st of May. With high pressure towards Greenland, Iceland. Lower pressure is through here. And so it's a complicated pattern, but probably a bit cooler. Winds in from the northeast, and this lower pressure down here may be starting to bring some show weather into the south, but it's 4 weeks away, so it's not worth worrying about. Right, we're done. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And show everyone bored doing that. Why not drop a comment and let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. We thank everyone for doing that. As I say, we need to put on around 60 subscribers to get ourselves to 18.2k. So if you could give us a sub, that would be amazing. It would be incredible. And we will thank you so very muchly for doing that. And once again, thank you so much to Rich for our Star Wars gift. Well, for our subscribe gift as well. Rich did that for us years and years ago. And that's given us so many subscriptions, actually. So thank you so very much to Rich for like and subscribe and tell your friends gift. And for our Star Wars gift as well. Happy Star Wars Day to all of you. May the 4th be with you. From GavsWeatherVids. Right, I'll just tell you what's happening on my channel tomorrow. There's no live stream. I'm out for dinner tomorrow with friends. So, they're not going to be live at 6 p.m. Live streams, certainly live stream will be back a week tomorrow. However, we will have the 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. We will have the 9th summer update. That's going to be an April special. And if all of that wasn't enough, GavsWeatherVids Sunny Roundup is penciled in for tomorrow as well. So that will be like an eclectic look at things like sea surface temperature anomalies, solar activity, etc., etc., etc. That's to come tomorrow. Bank holiday Monday, the historic weather video is going to be part 2 of the Back to the 60s series, looking particularly and primarily at the winter of 1965-1966. We will, of course, have a 6 p.m. UK weather forecast with on Monday as well. I think we will anyway. I'm out for dinner in the evening though, so if that does appear, I've had a good night. No, I think we'll do 6 p.m. forecast for Monday morning as well. Anyway, you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I've got lots of videos and content to be working on for the remainder of the weekend. I've got the Sunny Roundup and the historic vid still to sort out. As I say, you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm going to be working. And we'll see you again with more very, very soon. But for this one, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great Star Wars day. May the 4th be with you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.